So today we are going to be talking about Jack Doolittle. Yes, Jack Doolittle. The man, the legend, the money-hungry kid that didn't get what he wanted, so he started crying and making videos about people.
Emotional damage.
Yes, that guy. Let's get into it. So Jack Doolittle made an updated video about 24 hours ago saying addressing everything. And we're going to be taking a look at his video and seeing what he has to say. Let's get into it. Now, first off, this video, looking at the likes and dislike ratio, did not get received well at all. Literally 1K likes and over 2K dislikes. I already have a feeling what this video is going to be like. I might be wrong though. We're about to find out.
Hello everyone. My last video sucked.
Got that right. It definitely did suck.
And the following live stream of me in the hospital trying to see what my audience thought of the video and if everybody hated me was also a really stupid fucking decision. I want it to be known that that live stream was not a response to the videos made. At the time, there was one video made about me, and I went live against my fiance's wishes. She was texting me the entire time telling me to get off live, but I thought that I could explain what was going on while in the ER, in a lot of pain, and dealing with insurance shit. I was literally like, I'll go live, I'll see what the audience thinks, and then hopefully this will all be over. I can explain everything. But first of all, going live and trying to talk about that kind of stuff was really dumb. Also, being in pain, not in a good mental state, and in the middle of talking to nurses, also very dumb. Not only did I go live thinking that I could clear everything up in the span of 20 minutes while waiting for results from knee scans, I also just dug myself a deeper hole. There's a lot to address, and thinking that I could clear things up while on a vertical live stream holding the phone below my chin is clown behavior.
So I'm glad that he came to his senses and apologized and is talking about the reason why he shouldn't have done those things, which it's quite obvious that he's trying to apologize and everything. But again, some people are thinking a little too late. If you look in his comments, there's a lot of people like saying it's a little too late for this. Like, obviously, it's good for him to, apologize and be like, I'm sorry that I messed up. And yes, we're all human. We all mess up. And a lot of us have bad takes. But again, this guy still said all those things. He still said them, which makes it bad. But he did apologize. So I'm going to leave it up to you guys in the comments. Do you guys forgive him or not? Because in my opinion, I'm happy that he apologized to his audience. But again, he still did those things. So I'm kind of on the fence anyways.
I was genuinely trying to compartmentalize everything that was going on. And there was one video that was made and H3 was going live. And I was like, okay, so if I address this, then there's nothing to talk about. Everything's all good. And then I can focus on my health. And in reality, while in the hospital live streaming and getting results like that, it only made things worse. So this, I guess, is my response to everything that's been said. I want to start out by saying the video that I posted, I was very upset recording that. The attitude and the tone, everything was bad. I came across as annoying and entitled. And prior to recording that day, I had been dealing with one of the first big major health scares that I've had in the last 3 to 4 years. Since I've started YouTube, my health has been somewhat okay. I've only had 1 or 2 surgeries in the last 3 to 4 years, whereas prior to that, there was a lot more and a lot more doctor appointments, and I felt much worse. I was kind of riding a high of feeling okay. And then I started to get pains that mimicked a lot of what I felt prior to the first round of my surgeries. So I was on the phone with my surgeon and insurance trying to get an MRI approved, but it wasn't able to be approved because I needed an x-ray first. I recorded that video with no notes or preparation. It was 45 minutes as a raw file, and I sent that off to be edited and thumbnailed. It came back as 15 minutes, and I dragged and dropped it into YouTube Studio, attached the thumbnail, and said fuck it, which was probably one of the worst choices I could have made. But I think that's kind of where my mind was at the time.
So what he's saying is he sent off the raw footage to an editor And then just when he sent it back, he just posted it without even watching it, without even thinking twice about it, which is bad actually. Because what if your editor left stuff in there that you don't want in there? And in his case, he did that. He didn't even watch it or anything until after a few, like 24 hours or something of it being posted, which then he took down. And it's like, okay, I don't get that. Like, you should be watching. I get that you're pissed off and that you're upset that you messed up and that no one's helping you, but that's life. Your life isn't perfect. You're always going to have obstacles you're going to have to try to go through. And if you're doing this as a career, you need to do it right. It doesn't matter if you're pissed off or not. You can't take it personally that people aren't helping you. It's because they're people. They're not God. They're human. It's all that matters. Like, people have their own dramas they have to deal with and their own lives that they have to deal with. Not everyone is just going to swoop you off your feet and carry you your whole way in your whole life. It's just not going to happen. And I get that, sometimes we do stuff that we don't shouldn't do, but it happens. And yes, I do agree. This guy seems really sincere on apologizing, but should he have done it in the first place? In my opinion, I think he should have watched the video before posting it, and that would have fixed it. He probably wouldn't have gotten all this hate.
I had also been declined for disability insurance because since I'm self-employed, I don't meet the requirements of disability insurance because it would be like trying to get coverage for a house in the middle of the ocean, trying to get like flooding insurance. That also added to my stress because if I end up going through another period of time where I'm very sick, I don't have any sort of backup plan. I had no topics to talk about. I had just watched a video of a YouTuber talking to the camera and ranting about like things that he was passionate about. And I was like, fuck it. I'm going to do that. And I'm upset and I'm scared and I'm frustrated with everything that's going on in my personal life. So who cares? Especially since it was a complete throwaway video. There's a lot of the stuff that I was saying in that I still stand by, where, I want never stop to work. Like, all the basics of it are still very true, but then in my anger I would say things like, if after a month nobody ends up donating, then I'm gonna have to talk about the people who have declined to donate. And that's fucking stupid. That was me trying to be like, this is how hard I'm trying to make things work, and in reality it came across as, I have a bunch of rich people who I know, why don't they give my charity money?
And in some ways, I get where he's coming from. He was wanting his charity to work. He was upset and frustrated, and he just wasn't getting people to donate to him, which does happen with some charities. And the way he went about it was in the wrong way. And if he would in a different way, like, he'd be like, made a couple videos, like I said in my last video about him, if he just kept on, promoting it in his videos, he would have more people probably doing it. But like he said earlier, he wasn't uploading much, which he really wasn't uploading much because he couldn't figure out what content to post. And in reality, there's a bunch of content to post. I think he just didn't realize that there's other creators that he can go look at and make his own version of what they post, which is like what 90% of commentary YouTubers do, by the way, if you didn't know that. And he's like saying like he probably feels bad about, being mean to his friends, because, and what he said in the last video was mean. He was saying, if you don't donate, sounded like this, if you don't donate, I'm gonna expose you. That's what it sounded like, which was a total douche move in his part. But again, he was pissed off, having a bad day, not getting donations, and probably just thinking to himself in bad ways, which made him upset and made him make that video and didn't give a shit. And now he has to deal with the consequences, which is obvious, which is why his video got 2K dislikes. Do I think he can come back from this? Yeah, probably. I don't think he deserves to be canceled for this, But again, I think he needs to realize, which I think he has in some ways, that he can't be doing that no more because he's been in multiple controversies apparently. I've never heard of this guy before this controversy, and apparently he's been in multiple others that I found out about, which is like, okay, I know that now. But he's apologizing about this one, which I think if you apologize and it's sincere, as long as it's nothing bad like most of these other YouTubers doing, like what he did was not good. He was like blackmailing technically his friends and getting mad on video saying, "Hey, I need money, give it." That's bad. But I think he can come back from it, in my opinion. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. I'm not gonna rip off this guy's whole video, just for the fact is because it's not right. So if you guys want to see the full video, just type in on the search bar addressing everything or go to his channel, look it up. Now, I don't want you guys sending hate to this guy from my video because it's not right. At the end of the day, he is a content creator just trying to make a living and have fun doing it. Yes, he messed up, but it's nothing for you guys to go hate on him about. If you don't like his content, don't watch it. It's that simple. But I hope you guys enjoyed. My name is Mattict, as in Matt. Make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.